Whew. Damn. All right.
Right?
You ready?
Born ready.
100%?
1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it. Joey Montez. Do you have a middle name?
No.
Just Joey Montez.
Montez, yeah.
No second last name?
No second last name.
Damn.
Just Montez.
Just straight to the point.
Just straight to the point.
Whew.
Mountain in Spanish.
Mountain in Spanish, Montes.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Montes meant like grass.
Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's montaña.
But a grassy mountain, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, like a grassy mountain.
Yeah.
Where you from, Joey?
So I'm originally from LA, Los Angeles.
LA.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Was that tough growing up over there?
Most would say it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Most would consider the environment tough, hard, but you are your environment in most cases. And I feel like I'm a good image of what that area is, right?
Damn.
So it is tough. It is hard.
It is.
It is gritty, right? But it's in the flesh.
Do you think that made you who you are? Having that grit?
It forged me
Yeah.
into the sword I am today.
Damn, your sword?
Just cutting through.
Yeah.
Just cutting through.
Oof.
Every obstacle, everything put in the way,
Yeah.
right? There's always that hearing or the saying, immovable object, right?
Yeah.
Meets unstoppable force, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's always unstoppable forces, right?
Always.
There's always immovable objects.
Yeah.
And, I have yet to find out which one I am.
Damn, so you don't know who you are.
I don't know which one. I'm still on this journey, right?
How long you think you've been in that journey?
It's still here. I'm still on that journey.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I known you for a while, Joey.
Yeah.
You've been the homie for a long time. You have a crazy story, bro. You don't have a normal story. You've been through a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
I would like to talk about that.
Okay.
Just so people know that you're probably, to me, and I remember I called you last week, you're probably one of the only people in my life, other than my dad and a couple of homies and people I know, that never has an excuse.
Yeah.
Right? It's always, all right, we'll get it done.
Yeah.
And that to me is the biggest quality somebody can have.
Thank you.
But I want to go to why you're like that.
That's a good question. It's a good question. First, I want to say thank you for getting me on the show. Thank you for all the work you've put in. I want to give you your flowers while we're here now. You deserve it. Everything you've been doing, you've been putting in hard work. And I'm a reflection of the people around me, right? I want to look into the camera when I say this. I'm a reflection of the people around me. And it's true. The people you do keep around you do really play a huge part in what you become, how you put yourself together, even through adversities or even through good times.
100%.
It's a reflection. And so to answer the question, I'm on this journey just following greatness. That's it. Following greatness from, ever since I was a kid. My dad, which was my grandpa, right? My grandpa adopted me.
Oh, wow.
And my parents weren't in my life, right? My parents, my father, my whole family, they ended up coming here from El Salvador, right? Just like you understand.
Yeah. Salvatrices for life.
You understand,
yeah,
right?
I get it.
How they came, why they came, what the reason was. There was a lot of violence at the time. The state of El Salvador was against its people, killing them.
Yeah.
Right. And so people come here and those people turned out to be my family. And so my dad comes here, meets my mother. They have me. This is during the crack era, right? In the 90s in LA,
Yeah.
right? And the stuff they put in movies and the stuff they, you know, they glorify in music that, you know, they paint the picture of the hood, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, my parents meet there, they make me. My father ends up going to prison. He's not in my life. My mom, she's on the streets smoking crack from hotel to hotel, right? So they end up just forgetting that I even existed, right? So my grandpa ended up finding me in a motel room when I was about like 6 months old.
Wow.
Okay. About third day in, shitty diaper, unchanged, haven't ate, crying. Like the neighbors in that motel are the reason why my grandpa even knew why the police were called. There was a baby crying
Wow.
for help for hours.
Yeah.
Right. And so what do? You called for help.
Yeah.
Right. And so the state gets involved, and I don't know if you know this, but when the state gets involved with children, it's for life, at least up until they're 18.
Yeah.
The state's deciding everything. If there's unfit parents and the state steps in, they decide what school you go to, what programs you're in, what therapy you're getting. They dictate everything, what family you might end up with. Thank God I had my grandparents.
That's true.
Thank God. Right? They fought the system. I was adopted when I was about maybe 10 years old, 11, around that time frame. So it took about, 10 years for the state to recognize that I had a guardian, a parent, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
But kudos to them. You know, they keep children protected. You hear horror stories, but you also hear good stories.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. Because, you know, it's tough because good or bad could happen.
Yeah.
Like even in your position, really bad could have happened.
Yeah.
You know, what if nobody ever sees you? What if you wouldn't have been a crier?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have cried.
I actually took my kids, and this was a few years ago, right? I actually took my kids to that park. It's called MacArthur Park.
Really?
Okay. It's a beautiful park, but it's overrun by homeless people, tons of crime. There's drugs being sold. It's a gang hub, right? It's been completely destroyed,
Yeah.
but there's still beauty under it. There's still beauty within it, right?
Yeah.
And I took my kids there and my wife there so they could see exactly where it started, like the origins of it, where, you know, why does he get up at a certain time like this? Why does he act like this?
Yeah.
Why does he, you know, what makes the brain of Joey work, right? And so I took them there and they looked around and they couldn't understand how this environment was so different from what they're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
The
Right? Look at
beautiful-
where we're at.
Promised land.
It's beautiful. This is the land of opportunity. It truly is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so back to the story, right? My grandparents, they end up adopting me, and you know, they were the best parents ever in the world. They tried to give me, they did. They gave me everything. My grandpa, he was my dad. He taught me everything I knew, how to be the man I am today. Sure, I've made mistakes. Sure, I've gone down some paths that were pretty dark. But because of those lessons and because of what I'd learned growing up, I was able to get out of those places.
100%.
Right? And so being a kid, going through the system, you know, from therapist to therapist, from social worker to social worker, right? It was always, it was always movement.
Never ending.
Yeah, it was always movement. I never understood why I was here at this therapist office or why we were at the courtroom or why we were doing these things. As a kid, you don't know. You know, you go to Disneyland, you go to Knott's Berry Farm, you experience all the things kids do, but you don't understand the things that are going in the background with your parents.
You don't get it.
You don't understand the bills they have to pay. You don't understand the trip they're planning, the gas they have to put in the car.
None of
you
that.
have no clue. It's just wake up, have fun, go to sleep.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
And so,
Do you think your childhood felt like a movie, kind of? In a way where you were kind of just watching it? Because when you're young, you can't control it.
Yeah.
It's just happening.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think that was like a kind of point of view of your life?
It was very visual. Very visual. Like even today, like describing growing up, I can tell you about the dirty couches. I can tell you about the couches with the roaches on them. I can tell you about watching, Elmo, in a dirty room with, the cat shit over there and just nothing, no environment.
Yeah.
Just dirty ass stove, dirty ass oven. No food, no consumable food, no love in the house. No love.
What made you move to Utah then? Because that's a big move right after all of that. What happened that made you want to move to Utah?
So my dad, we were going through a tough time at the time. My mom, my grandma, who turned into my mom, who was really the core of the family, right? She, my grandpa, he had my dad through an affair, right? He had my dad through an affair. And so, my grandma, my mom, she always kept that with her, right? It was, the child of an affair, right? Yeah. So growing up, it was always, she wasn't the nicest, right? But there was always love behind her lessons. There was always the love of a mother, especially a mother who, has a different way of looking at things. I'm not minority mothers. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like even immigrant mothers, like they just have a different way of like.
Very true, yeah.
They're teaching you love by putting your hand on the stove, making you kneel in rice. It's like, wait, what?
You don't understand if that's love or it's just hatred.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's going on?
You don't understand it at all.
Or it's toxic love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, when she died of cancer in 2006. When she died of cancer, she, the day before she passed, she looked me in the eye and she said, I just want to let you know. And of course she said this in Spanish, but she said, I just want to let you know that I'm sorry.
Wow.
And I love you. Right? And the next day she passed away. And that same room, this is a crazy story. That same room, because we lived in an apartment, right? 10 people in an apartment, but it was love. 2 rooms, but we loved each other. It was great Christmases, great Thanksgivings.
Just stepping on each other's dick.
It was legendary. I would never trade those moments ever. That's what made me who I am today.
That's like a original Latino family.
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
How many people can you fit in the house?
Oh, we were breaking all the rules. If the landlord knew how many people we had in the house, like
they would have thought you were Venezuelan.
Yeah.
Crazy for real.
Yeah.
No, but what made you make the decision though? Because that was a long ass curve that you just made right there. But to come to Utah,
yeah, for sure. So me being born where I was born, we ended up moving from the area we grew up in, which was the West LA area, by the beach, Santa Monica, Venice, like by Hollywood, the iconic part of LA. And we ended up moving to Bell Gardens, which is in the Downey, Southgate. It was a different change of view, 100%. Right? And so we move, mom dies. Because mom dies, family splits up, right? 2 sisters end up going to North Carolina. One goes to Arizona. One stays, but she moves to Torrance, which is a city a little farther.
Damn.
Right? So it's just me and my dad in the same apartment
just living.
That all 10 of us grew up in, right?
Yeah.
Because we were going from apartment to apartment my whole life. All 10 of us. We were like a group that was just rolling everywhere we went.
Yeah.
Like we did everything together. So when mom died, that was it. Everyone chose to go their paths.
Oh, okay. So everybody split.
Everyone split.
Oh.
The Christmases weren't the same anymore.
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
Thanksgiving's not the same anymore.
And you, for some reason, when you're going through it, you hate it, but when it's no longer there, you kind of miss it.
You do. You start to appreciate it.
Yeah.
You start to appreciate it, and it's crazy how fast things can change when you're comfortable in the environment you're in. Sometimes when you're with family members, you don't expect them to pass away or to move or for that environment to change. Someone goes to college or something changes, that whole dynamic shifts.
100%.
It's not the same.
For nobody, too.
No.
People kind of close in as well. Some of them don't talk no more.
It's traumatizing for some people.
Yeah.
Some people depend on that bond to live, right?
Yeah.
And then that's what separates people is can you be alone? Can you live alone? Can you be your own friend? Can you be in a cell for 90 days, even a year or years at a time by yourself?
Yeah.
Do you need the support of other people to kind of, I'm not sure if I want to eat. You look around, you see other people eating. Okay, I guess I'll eat. Or do you eat?
Yeah.
You say, fuck that, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Right?
You gonna get it.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm going to try some of these.
Well, you gotta make sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we got some ribs from the one and only Ed White. You know, the homie let us stay here, so gotta give him a shout out. These ribs look hard, actually. They look good.
I've never had ribs with milk before. I don't know what that's going to do to my stomach.
It's our first time.
But I'm down.
You live and you learn, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Those are busting, bro. There's a little break from the trauma. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to it. You know, trauma, there's more trauma for sure, but...
Yeah. This is what trauma tastes like. Once you get through it, this is what it tastes like.
The mic. You gotta talk to the mic, G.
Oh, shit.
I hear shit.
This is what trauma tastes like. It tastes like this beautiful set of ribs here. It's amazing. Cooked slow. Took hours to make. It wasn't instant. You didn't go to McDonald's. You didn't go to Burger King. You didn't go to Carl's Jr. You did it yourself. It took some time. You may have burned your hand, right?
Yeah.
But at the end...
So trauma tastes like meat.
It's amazing.
That's what hoes love, trauma.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding.
Wow. I love trauma.
So, back to it. Why did you move to Utah? You got to speak to the
Yeah,
mic.
for sure, yeah. I forget. So, my dad, he quarterbacked that. He ended up sending me out here to Utah. So I have another son.
Really?
Yeah, I have another son.
Have you told me that before?
I have told you that.
Damn.
Yeah, but for the rest of the world, I have another son. He's 15.
Wow.
Yeah, Brendan.
That's crazy.
He's older. And me and his mother, you know, we don't see eye to eye, but we still love our child.
Is he in LA?
He is in LA.
Wow.
And she's decided to have him in the environment that she's decided to have him in, right? And like, I'll go back to what our conversation was with the state.
Yeah.
The state's going to decide that, right? The state's going to make the decision and say, oh, we think this is best for the child, right? So went through some issues there. There was a lot of gang violence in the area I was in, a lot of traumatizing stuff. A lot of my friends either went to jail, died, ended up in prison. Some ended up successful. Some ended up stories. Nipsey Hussle went to our high school.
Really?
Omarion.
Oh, shit.
Layla Ali.
Damn.
You know El Cucuy?
Yeah.
His daughter. Yeah, I'm saying like a lot of people. Look up Hamilton High School. Hamilton High School. It's a legendary school. And
did Kendrick go there?
He didn't go there. He didn't go there.
Okay, good.
But I'll tell you who did.
Who?
It's a guy. He's actually out in Salt Lake City, Utah.
What's his name?
He's right in front of you, baby. Joseph Montez.
Yeah, you said you went there, stupid.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
So there was a lot of gang activity, and you felt like that was not for you anymore.
Yeah, it was an environment that was crazy. Like my friend Anna, this was when I was 15, 16. This is around the time my mother had died. All my friends are choosing what side they're going, right? All my friends, and most of them are choosing the streets.
Yeah.
Most of them are choosing to gangbang. Most of them are willingly choosing to go to prison, to die, to do the things that they're doing.
Because that's all you have.
But there's other options.
But how do you know that if you don't know?
It's true. Because the environment is telling you this is what you're good at.
Exactly.
This is what you need to do.
How did you know though? Because there had to be a shift.
Yeah.
What was that?
So my dad, and he was the greatest dad, and he is the greatest dad. Shout out to my dad. No shots to any other dad, or your dad, or even your dad, or your dad.
Yeah.
But I had the greatest dad. He grew up a certain way. He was in the Civil War in El Salvador.
Oh, my dad too.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
My dad, I'm not going to say who, right?
Yeah.
But my dad went to war against his dad.
That was going on a lot in El Salvador.
His own dad.
A lot, bro. A lot of families were getting split because of that.
People
war.
don't know this. This is
They don't get it.
this real deep family.
Deep.
You know when they say
Trauma,
the family
bro.
feud?
No, this is a national trauma that nobody really talks about, bro. El Salvador as a whole has trauma.
They do have trauma. And I'm glad that it's being addressed.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Bukele has done what he's done.
He's killing it, bro. He's doing good.
I'm glad that of course the gangs were created because the things that the soldiers were doing to the people of El Salvador at the time were atrocious. It was heinous. They were killing. It looked like modern day some parts of the Middle East, where you look at some things and you're like, how could this happen? Beheadings, decapitations, extortions,
But it was
kidnapping.
It was coming from both sides, though.
It was coming from both sides.
They were
right?
killing each other for no reason.
So,
But did you know that? I just heard that FMLN,
yeah.
it's I think it's a European or something like that.
Really?
Thing. It's not from El Salvador.
I could see that.
So I think it was an American organization but it was a foreign organization.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, damn, like, you know how it goes. Like sometimes they make wars a proxy type of thing. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
exactly.
To make money.
And so, back to the story, my dad, he had that training, he had that mentality.
Yeah.
So growing up, he was very, in a sense, kind of military-ish with me, very drill sergeant-ish with me, very clean this,
They
go
tend
do
to
that,
be like that.
go do this, go do that. Yes, sir. He put me in a program called the Young Marines.
Wow.
When I was 13, 12, he put me in the Boys and Girls Club, right? And from the Boys and Girls Club, I went to this program called the Young Marines, where, they prep you to go to the military.
Damn.
They prep you to go to the Marines. Okay. So from 12 to 18, I'm prepping to go to the military. I'm prepping to go to the Marines. I've already gone through the courses. I've gone to MCRD San Diego. I've been promoted to Lance Corporal. I'm looking at sergeant. I'm looking at staff sergeant. I'm looking at all these different, my life is different.
Yeah.
Right. And because of some of the decisions I made and the people I was hanging out with, right, I ended up putting myself in a position where when I did end up wanting to register and go in, it was like, oh no,
Did they let you?
We're kind of full right now.
Oh,
I was always getting the runaround.
So they were finicky with you.
Always getting the runaround, right? But I'm watching my friends, right? I'm watching my friends go in.
Yeah.
I'm watching them get accepted. I'm watching the entire class, all of my friends that I'm growing up with. I'm not going to say all of them, but a majority of them going in, right? Enlisting themselves in the Army, in the Marines, the Navy, whatever it is. Because if you go through this path, you're promised a lot of things after. You know, you're helped. If you help the country, this country will help you. That's what's so beautiful about this country.
Yeah.
Right?
Did that kind of make you feel left out though?
It did. I was pissed off. I was angry because I had prepped a good majority, 5-6 years, right? But that's a good time as a teen, as a kid.
It's a lot.
Right? I sacrificed a lot to put myself in that position, and then to not be able to do it, it was like, well, what do you do now, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up going to a school called Everest College. Right, Everest College. It was the school where you could go for nursing or dental assistant, right? And I got dental assistant.
Damn.
Right? Yeah, like I'm really good with putting things in people's mouths, right?
Yeah, I get it.
And so
I get it.
I go to this school.
That was crazy. That was a little crazy.
Yeah. So I go to this school. And I'm thinking, this is my career path. I was an intern at the Beverly Hills Family Dental.
Damn.
Yeah, one of the nicest.
It was up.
It was beautiful.
Damn.
Life was good.
Okay.
Right? And the violence just kept increasing. The bills just kept stacking up. My dad's stressed out. I'm working 2 jobs, Pollo Loco, and a place called...
You worked at Pollo Loco?
Yeah, I worked at Pollo Loco. Yeah, they were good.
That's just fire.
They are fire. You know, I take chicken home.
Yeah.
I take food home every night.
That's why I always tell people, bro. It pisses me off when people are like, oh, I'm homeless. I'm like, bro, if you just... Like, a lot of homeless are crying because like they can't get something to eat, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, just get a job at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't have a place to stay, like, just get a job at a restaurant and you can eat. You know what I'm saying? I was at Beto's last time and I saw one of the guys get, like, he was for lunch. He got food and chilling. I'm like, why be a homeless, man? Mm-hmm. Like,
Homeless is a choice.
Facts.
And I know I'm going to get some pushback for this. And Joey, you're an asshole. Joey, but it's true.
It's 100% true.
Home is where you make it.
Ooh.
Right?
Facts.
So if you're homeless, it's because you internally don't have any foundation, which is how you build a home. So how are you going to have a home if you don't even have a foundation to stand on?
That's facts.
And that's what standing 10 toes down means, is once you find that foundation, then you can build the home.
Yeah, bro, because I believe it's like, there's a lot of steps to become homeless, right? Like, you have to lose a lot and you have to be really depressed. Some shit gotta happen, right?
Yeah.
But I truly believe that, let's say I lose everything tomorrow. I've been a good enough person to be like, Joey, bro, give me a week. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Give me a week, bro.
Yeah.
And I won't even spend my time at your house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out there looking for a job, bro. Looking for something. I don't care if I have to fucking make burgers at McDonald's, but I'm gonna be the best motherfucking burgers flipper in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a bigger job, and until I get back to it. Like, it's a choice, bro.
You know what's crazy is, okay, if you want to embrace your reality that you're homeless, okay, let's say you're the homeless guy and you've convinced yourself you're this homeless guy, right? And no one gives a fuck about you. Why not be the best homeless guy?
Wait, what do you mean?
Why is your mentality telling you that you're the worst homeless guy? If you've already bought into this mentality that you're a homeless guy, fucking be the best homeless guy that there is.
No, but how do you become the best homeless guy?
Set up a Venmo, set up a Cash App.
Oh, shit.
Do a dance, have a sign.
That's true.
Go out, have a message, build a foundation, do something.
Yeah, that's what they do in foreign countries.
Come on.
They go hard, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, real shit.
You're standing on the corner asking for money, okay? And then I look on the other corner and there's this migrant standing on the corner,
going hard,
selling flowers, teddy bears, mangoes, whatever it is, to make ends meet.
Yeah.
So what's different from you and the person standing across from you? That person decided, okay, I'm a migrant, and the rest of this world says I'm a migrant. I'm gonna be the best migrant I can be. It starts there, and then you can level up. But if you can't even be the best homeless guy there is, how are you going to get out of being homeless?
Yo, that's true. Facts,
you can't,
bro. You got to be the best homeless.
You got to be the best homeless dude.
Damn,
you got to be innovative.
Damn,
you have to.
That's true. That's
you
true.
You have to.
Even if you're homeless, like if you don't got a home, it's like find a shelter.
Yeah.
You know
be proactive.
Be proactive. Yeah. Get up at 6 a.m. Like, I know it's hard to go to sleep in the streets, but hey, go to sleep early. You know what I mean? Wake up early and get that bag. Like you got to get back to it. Because the thing is, I feel like being homeless is like quicksand.
It is.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the harder you fight, like nothing's going to happen. Like you just got to stay calm and be like, okay, what now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's because, most people tend to think that the way they're doing things is the right way.
That's true.
Right?
We're biased to our reality.
Oh, this
mentality, I mean.
That's where insanity comes from.
True.
Let me do this so many times. I know it's going to work the 50th time. I know it's going to work the 51st time.
And it never works.
There's it's like the local rap scene in Utah.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Right?
I don't know what's going on there.
There's a huge pool of talented artists that I know personally. I don't have to name them because they know that I know them and they know me, right? It's mutual. I love Utah. I love the scene. I love the hip hop scene, especially rap scene. It's where I come from. Do the history. But what I'm saying is most of these rappers sometimes buy into that mentality as well of, I'm a local rapper, whatever. Well, be the fucking best local rapper you can be.
Yeah.
And then you might fucking open up some shows.
100%.
Then you might get somewhere. Then your face might be on the U92 billboard. Something will happen, but go out and get it.
I just don't think rappers in Utah are doing enough.
They're not.
They're not doing it. And the thing that
I say that with love. I love all of you, but we can do better. We can do more.
I don't really give a fuck because we've been rappers. We know how this shit is.
Yeah.
We're not dumb.
Yeah.
We get it. We worked our ass off. But I remember me and you jumping on stages for no reason. Nobody moving.
Crowd surfing.
Like, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm talking about the shows that nobody was moving.
Yeah.
And they looked at us like stupid people.
Yeah.
And we had to take that to the chest and be like, fuck, we're not that good.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I feel like a lot of people are way too big head.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I dropped a song. Now I need $1,000 to fucking get on your song. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. A lot of people, they don't let the humility transform them into who they're supposed to be. Instead, they let the humility keep them in a place of like, oh, I know more than you. I'm not going to listen. I've done it too. I'm not.
We're all guilty of it.
I've ignored some of the most important people, right? When I should have just shut the fuck up and taken the advice.
Right.
I've talked over people that maybe I should have just shut the fuck up and listened. Yeah. And I think about these times and I'm like, man, I'm not going to do that next time. And I still do it, right? But it's a work in progress. But I just think as far as like the music scene, it's more than just making music. It's more than just making shows. It's more than just traveling. It's your impact. It's who you're motivating. It's who pays attention to you.
Yes.
The
moves you're making, bro.
It really does matter what you do with your platform.
100%.
I'm not going to name artists, but there's been plenty that have crashed and burned. Right?
Yeah, there's like very like a huge highlight on them. You know what I mean? Now they're broke with no shoe.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of somebody who used to think that he was the greatest, but now he has no shoe. I think doing crack or something.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I don't know. It's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? We just got to pray for those people.
We do.
There's nothing else we can do.
And when you're in those situations, just drink your milk.
Oh, facts, man. God damn. Mm-hmm. Bro, I really don't know what this milk's gonna do.
I've never had milk with ribs, but it's gonna be explosive. Just like this episode, it's gonna be explosive.
Yeah.
But
so you moved to Utah, right? Crazy choice.
Crazy environment shift. My life changed at that moment.
You came to the desert.
Yeah.
Promised land.
Yeah.
Of the Mormons.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was the craziest change of scenery ever.
I can't imagine, bro.
I went from being in the hood, right? From being in LA, from living in a certain culture to coming here and being a guest, right? There's a different type of feeling when you go somewhere as a member of something and then when you go to somewhere as a guest.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ballgame.
Did you feel welcome or invited?
You know, I never had the feeling that I was unwelcomed. But I learned very quickly that what I knew life wasn't what life was here.
Yeah.
I knew that having the same mentality that helped me survive, having a survivor's mentality, wasn't going to allow me to evolve here in Utah.
True.
You don't need a survivor mentality here in Utah.
Bro, and that's the scary thing. I was just talking to one of my friends, you know Jason Walton?
Yeah, good guy.
We were having a good conversation, and we were talking about how when we were young, we were driven by fear.
Yeah.
All right? Like our success was driven by fear.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so scary because as soon as you make it, you're no longer scared and you no longer have a motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's like the UFC fighter like Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Right? I think he's a fantastic fighter, but he fights so long because he doesn't have it. And then as soon as he gets it, it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't. Yeah. So I feel like you need to be motivated by belief and motivated by desire. You know, desire, of course, but never fear, because it's like, why? You know, like, don't get me wrong, it can get you somewhere, but it's not the right energy.
Yeah.
You need like hope. You need a positivity.
Yeah.
When you're driven by those type of things, bro, life is different.
Yeah, for sure. And like, I grew up playing sports.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I grew up playing basketball. I grew up playing soccer. Playing basketball, I grew up, you know, playing at Robertson Park. And if you know anything about Robertson Park and its history, it's iconic in LA. Do you know who Bishop Don Juan is?
No.
Bishop Don Juan. He's always in the Snoop Dogg videos with the green suit and the cup.
Oh,
you know the pimp.
Yeah,
Pimp Bishop Don Juan, right?
I think, I remember.
He lived in my area.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So when we were at Robertson Park and we're playing basketball out there, right? We see the green car with the gold rims, right? Green for the money, gold for the honey.
Ooh, yeah.
And so seeing that as a kid, right? That's your environment. You're like, man, that's who you want to be like.
100%.
Right? Mm-hmm. We're playing with kids that Nick Young, he grew up in that area. He's a huge story.
He did.
But Nick Young he played for the Lakers, the Golden State Warriors. He actually played in the Robertson Park leagues that I played in.
Really?
Right?
Damn.
So I was always around the energy of people going to just.
And that's the difference between those cities and maybe Salt Lake City. You know what I mean? That there's some cities out there, but like New York, Miami, Los Angeles, bro, it's just the energy.
It's a different world.
If you're creative and if you got the guts, if you got the grit and you have the consistency and you got the fucking energy, you can swallow the whole world, bro.
You can do it. You
can do anything you want if you really have it. You know what I mean?
You can, or it'll swallow you.
100%.
And it's not, there's no mercy with the big city. It'll swallow you and shit you whole.
I don't care.
I remember back in 2019, this is before COVID, okay? You remember.
Yeah.
We were on U92, doing shows left to right, opening up for Blueface. I mean, the list goes on.
That was crazy, bro.
Crazy times, XXX, crazy times, legendary moments, opening up for Snoop Dogg at USANA.
Bro, we would meet up in the weirdest place.
Yeah.
Like, we would be in studios like, what's up, Joey?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for no reason.
Yeah. And for...
Y'all was wild, though.
Yeah, and for a while, you know, we didn't really know each other.
Nah, we would just see each other and we knew that we were the Salvadorians.
But we kept seeing each other.
Exactly. But there was never bad energy between us.
No,
two, ever.
I don't think Salvadorians. Let me take that back.
I was gonna be like, I don't know about that.
Shit. Yeah, I kind of got ahead of myself on that one. But yeah, I think most people tend to match energy subconsciously, right?
Oh, 100%.
I think most people are negative because they're around negative shit all the time.
Well, I believe that the universe knew that we're going to do something in the future.
Yeah.
So it couldn't, like there couldn't be no bad energy.
Yeah.
Because you have bad energy with somebody, you can never do something later on, bro. It just never works.
I believe in forgiveness, but I do also believe that once it's fractured, even if you glue it or weld it, I'm going to still see those pieces. 100%. Right? I'm going to see that.
Yeah.
And so, to end this rant on, you know, Salt Lake City's rap scene and whatnot, you know, I think there's a lot of truly talented artists. They'll find their way. This is a new era. It
Nah, bro, I
to
feel
a
like you're
whole-
being too nice, bro. Nah, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck
You
that
suck!
shit. Nah.
You fucking suck. You
No,
suck
it's
garbage.
It's just, bro. I'm done with being like the cookie cut motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Shit, get your shit together.
Get
Stop
your
playing.
shit together. Go
You know?
touring. Right now, the best artist in Utah is a female, Stella Standing Bear.
Hey,
Don't argue with me.
You can't.
Don't argue, Utah.
Moves are moves, bro. What are you gonna say?
Don't argue with me. Argue with your mom.
And I believe, bro, it's like people don't need, you know, we're not liberals, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're not grabbing nobody's hands.
No.
Like this shit is real life. You gotta go through stuff, you know?
Shout out Toby. Ali,
Toby.
who's one of our good friends, right? One of our great friends.
Crazy, bro. He really did it. Like
He did it.
Grind, bro. That guy is one of the hardest workers I know too.
He did it. And for us in our circle, to him, he's what we strive to do and be, right?
That was crazy, bro.
Really?
I was happy it was him though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That guy always stood tall, you know, on his own 2 feet, worked hard, been through a lot of shit too.
Yeah. He's somewhere right now making another hit.
100%.
Finding the next Mexican OT.
100%.
And you know what's crazy is if Utah had its shit together, it'd be here.
100%.
Right? Toby literally fled. He was like, I'm fucking out of here.
Because it's not working here,
It's
bro.
not.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Who am I supposed to depend on?
Sell beats for $20?
No.
It's not, no, bro.
I can't. These artists come into the studio and they're expecting Toby or Joe Hernandez or Wesley Thompson or Adam Banks. They're expecting these producers to just wave their wand and create fame.
Yeah,
That's
bro. It makes no sense to me.
Shout out to Santos. Shout out to a lot of the artists that are on their grind that truly have a craft, that actually do it. You know, whether it rains, sleets, snow.
But still better. Like you know me, I'm the first person I'm gonna tell myself, I don't give a fuck about these numbers I'm getting with the podcast. Better. You go to sleep, better. You wake up, better.
Yeah.
I respect all the homies, but better.
I respect every single one of you pushing your dream, but as your friend, Maikon's right.
Facts.
You can do better. You can wake up earlier. You can feed yourself better.
Yeah.
You can read. You can put things into your mind that you can use.
Well, shit.
You can drop the slang from your language. You can dress a little better. Your breath can smell better.
Yeah.
You can cut your hair.
God damn it, for real.
These are all things that matter.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, bro, fucking Tony, get your shit together, Tony. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie.
Get your shit together, Tony.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the homie for real. We've had some good... Yeah, go tell him, motherfucker. Oh, I thought you... I thought you were going to tell Tony, get your shit together.
Get your shit together, Tony. Get your shit together.
Nah, real shit. Real spill, bro. It's a lot of people don't understand that, you know? And it's tough love that they need.
It is. Also, Tyler Stein, a good friend of mine.
Needs to get shit together.
Get your shit together.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you're killing it. Great promoter in the game. I love you.
Hey, anybody, bro.
Let's get it.
Nate. You know what I'm saying? Nate with Mike Masters. Fucking legendary. Beautiful.
Legendary.
But we need to get better.
We need to get better on all aspects.
Hoodie Jared. We need to get better.
Hoodie Jared, we need to get better.
Yeah, we love him, but we need to get better.
We need to get better.
And when I'm
we
going
need
like
to shave
this,
that beard.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, when I'm going like this, when I'm pointing at y'all, I'm pointing 3 fingers back to me.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it 3 times even harder to me. You know? And that's why I love when homies fucking keep me accountable.
That's why I love like Juice.
Yes.
You know, UA, those guys.
But better.
But better. We can do better.
Yup. You got to get better, homies.
We
That's
can do
just
better.
What it is. And if you get mad, then you're not in our circle. That's just facts.
No.
Because you know how we push each other.
Yeah. We wouldn't be here having this podcast if it wasn't for us pushing each other.
100%.
100%.
It wouldn't happen.
You know, this year has been a blur. I can talk about all the history, but what about everything we've done this past year?
This past 4 months, bro.
It's been crazy.
God damn.
It's been great. We've been fighting the satanic far left propaganda almost all year long.
And they don't even know it, bro.
They don't even know it. We've been protecting you, fighting the Matrix, fighting these disgusting liberals that want to castrate your children, castrate your kids, put their balls in the freezer, donate them to science. They want to do these sick things, and you're just sitting there.
Oh, bro, it makes me sick.
It makes me sick.
Yeah.
And you should be sick. You should be sick of yourself for allowing this intrusion of your rights, for allowing this violation of the Constitution, for allowing people to infringe on what's called your rights, because you shouldn't be broke. You shouldn't be poor. You shouldn't be unhealthy.
Sick.
You shouldn't be sick.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be sad. You shouldn't be depressed. You shouldn't, but you choose to be.
Yeah.
So,
or you're being told to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was told to be a fuck up. I was told to be a statistic. I was told to be a degenerate.
Yeah.
I was told to dye my hair.
Yeah.
I was told to think a certain way. I was told to think homosexual. I was told to think bisexual.
Wait, you were thinking
I was
homosexual?
told to think metrosexual.
Wait, you were thinking
I was told to think all sexuals.
I know, but you were thinking homosexual?
I know I'm not.
Oh, so you were just thinking, about it.
That's crazy.
No, I'm just saying, because you said I was told to think homosexual. So that means, in a way, you thought homosexual for a little bit.
You know, I've never had to answer that question with meat in my mouth.
That's crazy. That's the thing, bro. I feel like thinking homosexual is another level. Because then you really been, like, that Matrix is really trying to get you. Like, if you're homosexual, you've been, like, really, 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 really Matrix fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I don't have any problem with it. I mean,
no, me neither. I don't care. I don't care.
I have a lot of friends that,
Yeah, no, it's okay.
We've all been there before, right? But
what do you mean? No, what do you mean for real?
But what I'm saying is...
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Look, what I'm saying
Where we been? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, with men, it's really, growing up, you don't know how to control your feelings. You don't know how to control, you don't control.
Yeah.
As you get older, you learn stoicism. You learn how to control these things.
What things?
Feelings.
Wait, have you ever had gay thoughts?
I've had them.
You have?
But I've never, acted on them.
Okay. What's been the gay feelings?
Like
the gay thoughts.
Like even in this podcast now, I'm like, Maikon's over there. I got meat in his mouth. I've got meat in my mouth.
I don't know. I don't know you, bro.
We're up in the cabin.
Who are you, bro?
I'm like, what the hell?
In the cabin in the woods? Nah, man. No, that's true. There's no problem being gay. I feel like
no, not at all.
Gay is the last frontier, though.
Yeah.
After gay, I feel like, god damn it. That's like.
Do you mean like transgender kind of?
Yeah, just like it's another world, bro. It gets deep. You know what I'm saying? After that, it's like the dark web. That it's like nobody wants to go there, but the ones that do never come back.
Yeah.
Like gay's still cool. Like you know what I'm saying? What's up, G? It's all good. You do your thing. But after that, it's like level 100, and it's like shit. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like the flamboyant part of it? Like the let me show you how gay I am kind of thing? Like let me literally shake my ass in a G-string down Main Street for a whole month to prove to you how gay I am.
Yeah, see, it's like not even girls do that. Like not even women are like, yo, this is much of a woman I am. Nobody really does that unless you're like feminist or something. But like, but that like feminists, I don't know. Where the fuck are you feminists right now, bro? Because feminists should be on the forefront of like not letting men trying to become women.
Yeah, I think feminists have been confused.
You think they got...
Feminists have been infiltrated by people that aren't even feminine in the first place.
Facts.
And they're telling them how to think.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying, hey, go tell these people that are against people. If I want to tell people I'm a woman and I'm a guy,
yeah,
and I want to get the surgeries and I want to convince people that I'm this person, right? You need to go tell everyone else that they need to believe what I'm portraying.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's all it is. They're portraying to be a woman. You don't have a menstrual cycle every month.
You don't.
You don't breastfeed children, right? You don't create a certain amount of hormones to be a female. So what in the fuck makes you a female?
You're role playing.
You're role playing. It's a cosplay.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a sick, disgusting cosplay that they've been able to convince the feminist movement that they need to be against people saying that they're not women.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
and so
super crazy,
who's the enemy? Men. The men that are trying to tell people that's not a woman.
Well, I believe, bro, that women nowadays have it so good, right? So good. For the first time in history, it's cool to be a woman, right?
Sure.
Men, it got so cool to be a woman because women have to go through so much, right? Now it's the epitome of women. Like, they're killing it, bro.
Yeah.
It's become so cool to be a woman. The men are like, damn, like, I want to be on that side. But to weak men.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to operate in a man's world. They don't know how to.
Yeah.
To weak.
Yeah.
So what do they have to do? I'm going to go on that side.
Yeah.
Where it's easier. When it's more comfortable. Nah, bro. You just don't want to deal with this man's world because being in a man's world is tough.
Yeah.
Being a man, being a father, taking care of your shit, buying a home, paying the mortgage, going to work, even when you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's just hard, bro.
Yeah.
And I can take you in it for example, bro. I've seen you, taking care of your kids. I don't have that yet, so I work my ass off, but it's a different thing. You have your kids, bro. You
do have a lot of kids. They're just in the rap scene.
Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? Hey,
or they're podcasters, right?
Hey, low key, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Maikon's a dad out here. If Maikon's your dad, make sure to send him something for either Father's Day or Christmas. Okay, because Christmas is coming up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
He deserves it. So,
who do you think is gonna win, bro?
As far as what?
Kamala Harris or the OG Trump?
Well,
many men.
Many men.
Wish death upon me.
Wish death upon me.
Blood in my eyes.
Look, I really think Kamala Harris is going to win.
What? With the hat too?
But I mean, Trump's got this in the bag. It's so easy to see. Once you get past Kamala's personality, the laughing, the cackling,
that shit pisses me off. That pisses me off.
Once you get past that, it's like, okay, well, what do you stand on? What's your policies? Because it seems like you're taking Trump's. Yeah. You're taking Trump's policies, and then you're telling people that Trump's a bad guy. They use the justice system to completely annihilate Trump. Anyone who isn't Trump, who's just a normal human being, they would have folded under this type of pressure. They would have killed themselves. They would have been killed. That bullet would have penetrated the skull of a normal man. It's just what it is, right? But Trump's been able to fight through this adversity, and I think he's going to take it in November. I truly feel like it. And it goes down all the way to even the governor's race in Utah, right? I feel like there's a section of Utah that's been so galvanized. They've been so patriotized. They've been so filled up with this urge of saying, this doesn't represent me. Where did we go wrong?
I don't know.
I'm standing up.
Yeah.
Right? And you have another side that says, I'm going to be a cuck. I'm going to allow myself to be pegged on a nightly basis by the system. The system is going to peg me, and I am going to enjoy every second of it. There is those people.
Yeah.
And I refuse to be in that same room because that room, it looks like it stinks.
Yeah, bro. That's
a stinky room.
Yeah. And the people are just some foreplay for them.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so
scary, bro.
It is.
I feel like, bro, but you know, I have a problem though with America, right? Yeah. Because I hate that we care more about the Trump and Kamala race.
Yeah.
Where there's real shit going on in our districts, bro.
Yeah.
In our backyard.
In our own backyard.
That's what really matters, bro. Like, shout out to Trump and Kamala, but that doesn't fucking affect me.
It doesn't.
I'm going to wake up and I'm going to keep being successful. I'm going to keep working hard, busting my ass off, trying to make it happen. Right?
Yeah. And that's the mentality you need.
Exactly. But in your district, in your state, in your city, that's what's important, bro.
Yeah.
Get involved in that.
Yeah.
Find out who the hell is moving the money in your district.
Yeah. Yeah. And
there's a lot of demons in our districts, bro.
Oh, there's a lot of demons.
Talking about, I heard, what's her name? Sahara Hayes?
Sahara Hayes.
God,
I love Sahara. I
don't know, bro.
I love her. She's a sweetheart.
I don't like how she looks.
You know, sweetheart, beautiful, educated.
She's scary, though.
She's in legislature, you know.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Successful at what she does. I can't take that away from her. As much as I could sit here and try to discredit her, I'll give her the credit. But this is what I will say, and I'll stand on this 10 toes down. 11 if I could give myself an addition of a toe. 11 toes down. Sarah Dawn Montez, who is the other candidate running in that race, is by far a much better candidate when you look at them side by side.
I think so.
Sarah has policies.
Yeah.
She believes in people. She's from the area that she wants to represent. She knows the people in the area. She's talked to the people about what they need. Sahara Hayes, as much as I appreciate and love the work she's done and will continue to do, she doesn't represent the area.
She doesn't.
She doesn't represent the needs of the people. She won't even pick up a phone. She won't even respond when Paul Sanchez, who ended up endorsing Sarah, who is South Salt Lake City Councilman.
From her own party.
From her own district, from her own party. He's a Democrat, LGBTQ, okay?
That's crazy.
Huge advocate. Yeah. He should be endorsing Sahara.
100%.
But he's not. You want to know why? Because Sahara doesn't represent the LGBTQ community.
She doesn't.
She doesn't. She only represents her personal interests. Maybe she'll show up to Pride. I don't know. Right? With a flag or two.
Yeah.
Who knows? Right?
But they all do, though. Because they know it's the biggest thing.
Take a few pictures, right? And that's it.
It's a front.
Hashtag Pride. So how many of those people are truly in your district?
Yeah.
Right? Or how many of them are you getting through an algorithm that's feeding you these people because you're posting things that they like to see, but they don't even live in the district you represent?
Yeah.
So my issue with Sahara Hayes is, if you're going to represent the district, at least make an effort to campaign during one of the most important election seasons of all time.
Yeah.
2024, Trump and Biden is what it started as.
Yeah.
Right? The most historic presidential election we'll ever see. Right? And now it's Kamala versus Trump. Right? Part 2. Where is Sahara?
Yeah.
Where is she? We don't see her. We haven't seen her at any events. We don't see her with the community. We don't see her championing anybody from the area. We see her doing gun control laws, right? How does that help me? How does that help me pay the bills? How does that help me during the most toughest inflation economic times? How does gun control help my mother dying when she can't pay her medical bills?
And that's what I feel the craziest thing about District 32 is, bro, that I feel like there's no representation.
There is no representation. Cherie Wood, the mayor of the city of South Salt Lake, said when she was talking to the higher ups, and this is recorded, she said, we're represented by the minority party. That's why we don't get a lot of things done.
Wow.
AKA, we don't have representation.
100%.
Right? And they're okay with that. And I love Cherie Wood. I think she's a great mayor. I think she's developed South Salt Lake into a great city. She's the epitome of the American dream. She was born in South Salt Lake, ended up being the mayor, now has turned it into the beautiful city it is. Sure, it's got its ugly sides, but every city does. Every city is beautiful. Every city is ugly.
Yeah.
Right? But that's what makes the city move.
100%.
And so with Sahara Hayes, I feel like, she went to Westminster. Sarah went to Westminster. They both went to Westminster.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They both went to Westminster, which is a liberal school.
Damn.
Right? And they're both from the same area. Right? And so when you put them side by side, they're basically the same person.
Yeah, if you think about it. Yeah.
Representing two different ideas or two different parties.
That's so true.
Very crazy.
Because what I seen from Sarah is she's out there, bro.
She is out there.
She's really doing what it takes to become a leader in the community.
She is. And, a lot of it has to do with the way she was raised. Her father was in the Vietnam War.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Her father was in the Vietnam War and he was in the Navy and he was actually, have you ever seen Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
You seen that part with Cuba Gooding Jr. where he's on the thing and he looks at it and he looks around and it's been his dream to fire that gun, right? And he looks at it and he's like, okay, it's my time. He gets it.
Yeah.
Right? That's what her dad was.
Wow.
That's what her dad was doing.
So she got it in her veins.
She
bro.
got it in her veins to get on that cannon and fire back when they're dropping bombs on us.
Facts.
Right?
But it looks like she's on the forefront, though.
She is. She's at the
ahead.
forefront. And it's an exciting time in the Republican Party because the youth movement is starting to kick in.
Yes.
It's always been the old guard, which I love. I love the Republican Party from the top down. Great leaders, just a great structure. Shout out to Chris Knoll, Rob Axon. The whole Republican Party is just an honor to be a part of. But there's this movement that's coming that the Democrats are scared of. They're terrified.
Big scare.
They're wondering, how are minorities representing the Republican Party? And it's because the Democrat Party, the Utah Democrat Party, has pushed away the minorities in a way that they literally pushed out all the minorities out of the party because the party doesn't represent what at one point represented the Democrat Party. My dad was a lifetime Democrat and this year switched over to Republican. Ooh. Voted for Obama. Voted twice for Obama, right? Voted for Clinton. Twice for Clinton, right? He loved the Democrat Party. And when me coming from LA, I loved the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Right? I brought that with me. But that Democrat Party that we grew up with isn't what we see here in Utah and what we see now.
Yeah.
It's this progressive, left-leaning, ball-chopping. It's insanity. And shout out to the LGBTQ community. I love the LGBTQ community. I mean no harm. I mean no disrespect. I love the LGBTQ community, but the leftist the leftist part of the party is what makes it so crazy.
Yeah, bro. I just seen somebody in San Francisco actually, and that's why I don't want it to come here.
Yeah,
but bro, going like this in the middle of the street while a kid is watching.
Yeah,
no,
that's not a problem. 8-month abortions aren't a problem. Sex trafficking little kids, holding pedophiles accountable. That's not a problem. Kids being taken from their parents, that's not a problem, right? Parents not being able to afford the cost of living, that's not a problem. Home affordability, that's not a problem. What's a problem? Our books in schools.
Come on, bro.
The porn in schools.
Yeah.
Right? The stuff they want to just stuff down these kids' throats.
Yeah.
Right? That's not the Democrat Party, I know.
Nah, bro. I the thing is, bro, it's like I never knew what I was until I got into the Republican Party. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
People don't know this, but you're the reason why I even stepped a foot in the Republican Party.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
and I had no clue about fucking politics, bro. I was like, I remember, we got to tell this story because it's crazy.
Yeah, we have to.
And a lot of people don't know, but Joey hit me up. We did an episode with your wife.
And Paul Sanchez.
And Paul Sanchez.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was chill,
Yeah.
But then the next week you hit me up. And you're like, "Yo, come to this." What was it? It
was a meet and greet at the I want to say the American Academy, and Phil Lyman was there. Everyone was there.
Everybody in the Republican Party was there.
Everyone was there, and it was basically our first time even being together in that environment.
It was, bro.
Right? Because for a long time, I think you were under the impression, and so was I. I mean, a lot of us are. The people watching right now are under the impression that the Republican Party are racists. Right? The Republican Party is racist. The Republican Party, they're bigots. The Republican Party, they hate minorities. The Republican Party, this. Project 25, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Right? And you tend to think these things are true until you actually put yourself in that position. And you start to realize the Republican Party isn't racist.
Well, that's it. Well, that's what happened, bro.
It's the Democrats. The Democrats are the racist party. The Democrats started the KKK. The Democrats helped kill Martin Luther King Jr. The Democrats helped kill JFK. The Democrats, they did a lot of the shit that has put us where we're now, right? Yeah. The Democrats sent us to Afghanistan, the Middle East. The Democrats pulled out of Afghanistan, left $80 billion worth of our military equipment over there. Like they've continuously rammed the United States with this cock of just shame.
Yeah.
The cock of shame, just bam, 9 feet straight into the American people.
Oof. Yeah, that's painful.
It's painful. It's painful to watch. Let alone even be a part of it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've never thought about it like that. But I would never want to be a part of that.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
It's a cuckold.
Yeah.
Right?
But going back to the story.
Yeah.
So I remember you told me, it's like, yo, I'm going to pick you up.
Yeah.
And no, I said, you told me, come, bro, come. And I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel weird about it, right?
Yeah.
I was like, me at a fucking Republican fucking meetup? No. I'm good.
You were like, are they going to hang me?
Yeah,
like,
low key. I was like,
happen?
what the hell? So you were like, nah, bro, come. And I was like, nah, my car broke. My car broke down. And you were like, it's okay, I'll pick you up. And I was like, God, fuck, Joey. You know what I mean? And then I was like, all right, fine, bro, pull up. Even when I saw you, I was like, bro, this is just crazy. Yeah. And then I tried to make it better, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just make a funny video. Exactly. I make a video where I'm kind of making fun of him. I'm like doing this and that, and trying to get something viral, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as we get there, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was like super nice.
Yeah.
Super inviting. They're like, hey, what's your name? Who are you? And just really nice to me. And that opened up my eyes, bro. And at its core, I know there's a lot of, sides of the Republican Party, just like the Democrat Party, that extreme.
For sure.
I'm not that. Yeah. But at its core, meaning family values, believing in God, and caring about each other, not letting the government take over you, right?
Yeah.
That's what I like. And that's how I figured I was like, man, I'm a Republican. I just don't like the extremists, just like the extremists and the Democrats.
Yeah.
But I identify more as at its core Republican. Right. Yeah. So that happened. And everything changed after that, bro.
It's just been this rocket of just, it's like, what's next? Right?
Endless. We have bro, the opportunities are insane.
It's been crazy.
I met Phil Lyman. Phil Lyman changed Utah.
Yeah. Phil Lyman, shout out to Phil, Uncle Phil, right?
It turned Utah's politics upside down.
Yeah. And it needed that.
It needed it.
You know, what Utah politics has been missing this whole time is actual participation from the community, right? And what I feel we did was we came in and we brought a wrecking ball to what was supposed to be this untouchable political machine. And we just took a wrecking ball straight to it and said, hello.
They felt it.
This is who we are. And to this day, they're still trying to figure out how they're going to stop us.
Pick up the pieces.
How they're trying to figure out like what is going on? Like who are these guys? Why? What's happening? And
they have no clue.
And they'll never know.
Because once they find out, we're already 10 steps ahead.
It's too far. And you know, it's like with Sahara Hayes and Sarah with their campaigns, it's, you know, the difference between a Sarah and a Sahara is Sarah was campaigning this whole time.
All the time.
From the moment she registered to say, I'm going to run and defend these people, defend my friends, defend my family, the people I grew up with. She grew up in that area. She went to Granite High. She's from the area she represents. That's rare. There's a lot of out-of-towners coming in. You know, what are the odds of out-of-towners saying this, right? Right? But seriously, there's a lot of people coming from different places, especially into the government sector, and taking these seats, and they're deciding what Utah should think. They're deciding where Utah is headed, and they're not even from here. They don't even know the people from here. I would respect it if, hey, you're not from here, but you know people and you're in the community and you're actively trying to make a positive change. I can respect that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if you're coming here and let's say you're coming here from New Hampshire or somewhere from the East Coast and you don't understand that Utah is the mountains and nature and horses, and you try to push this big city ideology on, it's not going to work. You're going to get pushback.
Yeah, that pissed me off, bro. I just want the old Utah back.
We all want old Utah back. But here's the beauty in it is through the ugly side of what we see in Utah now, it's so beautiful.
It is, bro.
It is.
I just don't want it to get bad. You know, because I had this one place that when I felt really bad, I would just drive through it, right? Beautiful place, just trees by the lake, just a vibe. Then they started building around that.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that was my spot. I really cared about that spot. You know, and now it's tore down. And they're continuing to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like something needs to be done.
Yeah.
Or else we're gonna become like fucking Colombia, bro.
Yeah, we're not gonna have any identity.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be any local companies, any local restaurants, anything that says, hey, born and raised here in this city. Is gonna be a bunch of Starbucks, bunch of McDonald's, bunch of Burger Kings, and
skyscrapers
T-Mobile and a T-Mobile.
Yeah, goddamn.
Right? That's your community
and
now.
Hooters.
That's your community is corporate America.
And a waffle.
It's not Mrs. Tran's cookies or, you know, the donut shop on the corner, or it's not any of that anymore. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
Ugh.
It's this corporate takeover that's happened here in Utah.
Yeah.
And if you open your eyes, it's getting closer and closer and closer every day to these beautiful mountains and Park City.
Bro, there's crazy traffic in Provo nowadays. What the fuck?
It's you know, here's a crazy statistic is right now in Utah, we're currently sitting at about 3.5 million people.
Really?
By the year 2030, it's projected to be at 5.5 million.
God damn, bro. Why so much? Like,
right?
Get out of here, you know?
So,
God damn, bro.
And what do? Do you run from that, or do you make that situation work for you?
Gotta fight it, bro.
Right? Do you as a businessman, are you like, holy shit, people are coming into my city, that's bad for business? Or are you thinking, oh, there's a shit ton of people coming into my city. Let me get my shit together. Let me get ready for the biggest boom I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? Some people are ready, some people aren't.
Yeah, it's true. You just got to go with it.
You have to.
You just got to be able to swim in the ocean.
You have to. And you'll learn that the ocean it's another ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
It's an ecosystem full of sharks, full of fish, full of food, full of
uncertainty,
vegetation, right? And the deeper you go, you're going to find new things, right? But
the more pressure there is.
But the danger is the deeper you go, there's a lot of pressure. And if you're built out of what submarines are built out of, we know how that turns out. Right? I wanted to hear the new Kendrick drop.
Oh, shit. Wait.
The new Kendrick drop.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The new Kendrick drop today.
Oh, my God.
You know, here in Utah.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm pissed because Kendrick the op, bro. To me.
Yeah.
He's the op to me. You know what I'm saying? Because Champagne Pappy for life.
Yeah.
Can't get with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to see what it is because I feel like he puts this out. Drake is pulling up again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a 20v1. It's all good.
It's a 20v1.
Yeah.
Right.
Kendrick, it was only one. That's it.
All right, let's hear
this.
Let's listen to this.
Kendrick fans are gonna get one hit ever. No lie, bro. That's it.
You get one hit.
Not like us. And never again. Kendrick is gonna keep rapping like this. Kendrick is gonna keep rapping like this for the rest of his life. He's gonna be 50 just. You motherfuckers know where I'm at. Like, they're never getting another hit, bro. Not like us was the only one.
I love Kendrick because I'm from LA. You know, he epitomizes everything about growing up in that environment. And I mean, even me, I'm a poet. I've written great classical music, right?
Yeah, people go to sleep to that too. I need some shit to bop.
Yeah,
you know
you're right. You're right.
But don't get me wrong. Shout out to Kendrick. So, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are go out and vote. It's really important.
No, the Kendrick song.
Oh, shit. Republican Joey. I love it. I think Kendrick, he has his foot on the pedal. He's not stopping.
He should have, though.
No, because
why not,
he's
bro?
Truly following the art of war. The art of war says keep stepping on him.
Or he's obsessed with.
But he's obsessed with the stepping on Drake.
I low-key feel like if you think about it, this is like Kendrick being Drake's stan. Because what did Stan do? He kept sending letters.
But you know
what?
Even
Even though after Eminem replied, he kept sending letters.
But you know,
so what's going on?
It's like the murderer that likes to have sex with the.
That's crazy.
Yeah, think about it. Like the murderer that likes to have sex with the body after. That's what Kendrick's doing, right? It's just necrophilia at this point.
Crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Like, just end it, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't hear a response, is it wrong?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, is what Kendrick doing wrong if Drake's not telling him to stop? Like, you know what I mean?
But I'm waiting for Drake, though. Drake got 24 hours.
He does. Or he might even have longer. He might even have until the Super Bowl.
I just need Drake to come back with no face.
Yeah.
No face. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy we need, bro.
We do. We need that energy in life. I feel like a lot of people, they typically don't like to approach situations with no face.
Facts.
And no face is a meaning. It's I'm going to do this task and cover my face while I do it because it's going to be so grotesque. It's going to be so visual. It's going to be so impactful that I don't want you to see my face. Right?
That's powerful.
It is.
Powerful. So, damn, Joey, it's been a great fucking episode.
It's been a great episode.
It's been a thing, bro.
It's not going to stop. I mean,
it's not going to.
It'll never stop.
I think we going places, bro.
One of my favorite Diddy mottos is can't stop, won't stop.
Wait.
Most people when they think of Diddy, they'll usually say one of my favorite mottos is "Take that, take that."
I don't know about that,
but I really resonate with "We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now because it's bad boy for life."
Yo, shout out to Diddy. That just sucks, bro.
It does suck, but
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We make choices.
We do make choices, and we have to live and die with those choices. And there's a lot that Diddy contributed to the culture, but there's also he contributed to evil, and he's got to pay.
You get what you get. I feel like I was the most mad when I found out that he actually killed Tupac. Yeah. He's the one that paid for the guy to kill Tupac. That got me like, man, that's crazy.
But we already knew this. I mean, most people already knew the beef.
Low-key, yeah.
East and West,
He got paid.
What most people didn't expect was for Diddy to be the guy who was behind Biggie's death, right? That's supposed to be his best friend.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it makes sense. It's a business move. He dies, people listen to his music for the rest of his life. It's an endless check.
I think that was the original blueprint for what you see a lot nowadays. Like,
100%.
Oh, my favorite rapper died. Bro, well, how much insurance did he have on him?
They're getting paid, bro.
How much insurance? Who got paid?
Bro, and that's what I hate when motherfuckers die. Like that's what I hate when rappers die and everybody's like, yo, I'm listening to him the whole day, right? I'm like, bro, you really think you paying his family? Yeah. You really think you're paying him?
No.
You're paying the record labels, bro. Yeah. They're getting moolah, bro. They're getting so much money. But we act like Rich Homie Quan just died.
He did. Bro, rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I listened to him the whole day. And I was like, damn, I'm giving the record label so much money that his family will never touch.
Yep.
It's fucked up.
And that's the unfortunate part of business is, if Rich Homie Quan knew what he was signing, then maybe he wouldn't have, or maybe he would have, right?
True.
But it just comes back to, being literate, financially literate, and understanding what you're signing, who you're doing business with.
True.
It all, I mean, look at all the horror stories you hear from rappers or people in the industry of, I didn't know what I was signing. They took everything. Yeah. I'm broke. I can't even use my name anymore. They own it. It's a mob. It's a mafia.
Big time.
And they will get their way with you. You're a guest in this industry. And that's what I learned in the rap game. I went to Atlantic Records. I went to these big record labels. They had a bidding war over me and Hoodie Jer. We talked to them. They gave us the list. They said, hey, we need you guys to do these 10 things. We need you guys to dye your hair. We need you guys to be bisexual. We need you guys to push this agenda.
Wait, what?
We need you guys to do this.
They wanted you guys to be bisexual?
Ask your favorite artist in this city who knows either me or about our story, or ask any major artist that has been to a record label. There are demands when you walk into that label, right? Because you are walking in there as something you want them to buy. You're the product, right? But they have tons of products on their shelves. They know how to distribute you the best. So when they say, hey, you sound great, but you look like shit, we want you to look like this. We want you to fit into the homosexual agenda. We want you to be bisexual. We want you with more tattoos, more face tats. Dye your hair. Be more edgy. Yeah. Right? And that's what kills the artistry is you're being told what to do at the same time they're sucking the creative juices out of you, right? They're just sucking it out of you, right?
Is that what happens at the meeting room?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Crazy. Right? And in that meeting room, I stood on that table and went ape shit. Right? That was my dream in there. Oh. In New York, Atlantic Records, Cardi B, Kevin Gates, the biggest artist signed. And I'm in there with Jer. Right? Yeah. 2 dudes from Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, who had no business being in there. This is before NBA Youngboy came. Yeah. Right? And Atlantic Records had him at the time. Now he's in Utah. Do the math.
It's true.
Right? But
so you're saying that young boy sucked and swallowed?
Young boy was sucked and swallowed by the state of Utah.
He didn't suck and swallow himself?
No, the state of Utah did.
You don't think so? He
No.
did sign a contract, bro.
He did, but he didn't know what was coming. There's always stipulations when you sign that contract.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Sucking and swallow is probably at the top of the list.
And I refused.
To suck and swallow?
I refused to sign that contract. And shout out to Jer. Shout out to Jer. Jer was the one that was like, no, we're not signing this. Turn back around, Joey.
Wow.
You know, no pun intended, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Turn back around. We're not doing it.
You wanted to keep it tight.
Yeah, wanted to keep it tight. And for a minute, I'm thinking like, Jer, how could you? How could you steal this dream from me? Right? But I wasn't thinking in
you didn't know what they were gonna do to you right after you signed.
I didn't care. Do whatever you want.
Was it because of the gay thought?
This is what I came for, right? I'm on the plane flying to New York and I'm like, this is it. This is everything I dreamed for.
What if they wanted you to suck and swallow?
At that time in life, you will never know. Right? We'll never know. But as a man, I can't see myself doing that. Right? And so I didn't end up signed. We didn't end up signing the deal. We ended up coming back to Salt Lake City, Utah. And I moved to LA for about 6 months.
Yeah, I remember not listening to you or not hearing you at all.
I moved to LA to go back out to what I thought was chasing a dream.
Find yourself.
Yeah, but I'm sleeping in my car.
A lot of them are.
I opened up, and this is a true story. This is crazy. I performed at the BET Awards, okay? And I only got that opportunity because there was an event. There was this looking for the hottest artist in the city event at Guitar Center, right? And so I slept in a Denny's parking lot getting ready for the Guitar Center event the next day so I could be able to even try to be in the BET Awards, to even be a part of that event. And so slept in the parking lot, woke up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., God knows what time, stood in line hours at a time just to chase this dream. Thank God I got through to the final stage and won.
Yeah.
And got to the BET Awards. And when I'm at the BET Awards performing, I'm thinking, this is it. This is everything I've ever dreamed of. You know, Atlantic Records, BET Awards, you know, performing at, opening up for Snoop Dogg and USANA. Yeah. It all is a dream. And then it's not. Right? Yeah. You start to realize that a lot of these things that you thought were, it's all a facade.
Everything is a facade,
all of
bro.
it.
You make your own reality. You just got to find a way.
You do.
That's it. And when you're in it, when you're living the dream, it's not a dream to you. Somebody else is.
Yeah. A lot of these things that people do is a dream to other people. What we're doing right now is a dream to certain people.
And to us, it's just what it is.
To us, it's every day.
Everyday thing.
Every day. And there's no complaining. Like today, you know, you got to wake up early so you can get your commitments done. You have to go to the gym. You have to get the campaign stuff. As the campaign manager, you know, I have to get the campaign stuff done. I have to get through all the meetings. I have to get the schedulings done. I have to figure out if, you know, the social media stuff is, if it's looking good, if it's ready. Like there's a lot of stuff. Even you know, like there's no time to figure out how I feel, I feel good, if my leg hurts or no. It's just even today. To get here to this podcast, straight home, showered, here, Park City. There was a lot of things that could have said, hey, Joey, you can't make it today. Right? But I'm here.
Facts, bro. With that being said, thank you, fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And next time, and make sure you vote Sarah Dawn Montez and Donald Trump.
Yeah. Look at this one, bro. That's your camera. No, wait, don't go. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Take over this one.
Where are you going, bro? Sit down.
Make sure you vote Trump. Seradon Montez.
Wait, damn. Hopefully now we're okay.
Oh shit!
There you go. There you go. No. It's because it needs to have like.
Oh shit!
So hell yeah, bro. So to you guys, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with us right now with Joey and your host Maikon. Go to sleep early, have fun in life, and stop crying because shit is not for the weak. This is real life. Love you guys. Peace out. That's your camera, Joe. God damn it.
It looks dead though. Look. Oh, yeah.